Welcome to Edge Global Technology Solutions workflow tutorials. Today we will be discussing Autodesk Field Layout. In this video, we will learn how the field layout workflow helps with the process of taking a 3D model and using it as a construction layout tool. Every trade contractor can utilize this tool to develop their layout plan by taking the points from the model to a total station to lay out those points in the field. We accomplish this workflow process by using a new Autodesk software add-on called Point Layout. The new Point Layout software add-on works in Autodesk Revit, Navisworks, and AutoCAD. In this demonstration, we will use the Point Layout add-on in Autodesk Revit. The first step in the field layout workflow is to establish a new universal coordinate system and control points for these model points to be spatially located in the project. This is done by navigating to the Autodesk Point Layout tab in Revit. This is where all of the tools we will use for this process are located. To establish a new Universal Coordinate System, or UCS, we need to navigate to a plan view. Scroll up to the Point Layout tab and choose the Create Coordinate tool. This will pop up a few taskbars asking for our units of measure and how we want to snap to each point. Once we have selected our properties, we then want to place two coordinate points that we know in the model. For this example, I will select the known origin and then another base point along the wall. Once we have entered our 2 points, we will be asked to name our shared coordinate system. After giving the coordinate system a name, we will be asked if we want the new UCS to be set to current. It is important that we say yes here, as it will allow us to place our points in a coordinate system that matches our model. To add our control points, we navigate to the Point Layout tab and select the Control Points tool. Once the tool is selected, we will have the option to change our point description, point number, and even role of the point. Let's change the point number and leave the rest at default. When we select the Place Points tool, we will then be asked how we want to place the points. When placing these control points, we want to choose a few points that will stay common throughout the project. So for this example, I'm going to place 4 control points at the grid intersections on the interior of the structure. Now that we are ready to add points to our model, there are many ways to do so. The first way we will start is by going to the Point Layout tab and selecting the Wall Points tool. When selecting this tool, we will have the option to change our point type, number, phase, description type, the location of the point, and even set a filter to only place points on certain wall types. When all of our information is filled out, we can click OK. Then we can select the wall types we want to apply our points to. In this example, I'm going to add bottom points to the 8-inch concrete wall type. After applying our Wall Points tool, you will see that the bottom points have now been placed at the start and end of each 8-inch concrete wall. Now, as we can see, we have a few wall cutouts that we could add points to if we wanted. We could do this by going to the Points Layout tab and select the Face Points tool. In the Face Points tool, we have the option to select topography, edges, faces, or even elements. In this case, let's select edges. With the Edge tool selected, we can then set our spacing between points and give our points a description. Once we select OK, we can simply select the edges of the wall cutouts and watch as the points appear in the corners. Another reason for face points is if you have a curved wall. To add points to a curved wall, navigate to the Point Layout tab and again select Face Points. This time, instead of edges, let's select faces and then select to have points placed on the edge of that face. Set a distance of 3 feet to our points and let's give it a name. After selecting OK, we can simply choose the face of that curved wall and watch as the points appear on the edges at a distance of 3-foot increments. We can also add points to other items than just walls. Let's say, for example, we want to add points to all the vertical members of the piping. To do so, we navigate to the Point Layout tab and select the Pipe Points tool. Selecting the Pipe Points tool allows us to choose whether we want to add points to all of the pipes or to only a few, whether we want to add points to the horizontal or vertical pipes, whether we want points at the top or the bottom of the pipes, and then what sort of description we want, and whether or not we want to add the pipe diameter to the description. After all of our information is answered, we can see that the points now have been added to every vertical pipe. Another great feature we can use in Autodesk Point Layout is adding manual points to families. Say, for example, we want to add points to a duct hanger family so that we do not need to manually add points to each hanger in this project. We do this by selecting the family and choosing the Edit Family in the Modify toolbar. Once the family is opened, we can then navigate to the Autodesk Point Layout tab and select the Manual Points tool. With this tool selected, we can choose from a basic set of points and give the points a description. We will then be asked how we want to snap our points. So for this case, we will choose the element and then snap our points to where we would like them placed in the family. We will then need to navigate to an elevation view and a plan view in the project browser to align and lock the newly inserted points to our reference planes so they do not move within the model. When the points are locked in location, we can then reload the family back into the project by selecting the Load in Project command in the toolbar. Once we have overridden the parameters of the outdated family, you will see that all of the hanger families now have the intended points tied to them. This concludes part 1 of the field layout workflow. Make sure to check out our other videos and don't forget to subscribe.